I have never made a film or movie before this year because I didn't really know where to start, what applications to use, what devices to use.
So when I was little, I would always make movies, and it was like, just little fun things to do. But I think that passion for creativity and expressing myself carried over into film.
Ever since I was younger, I always was interested in film and how movies were made. So once I saw that New Rochelle had this class here, and since it's relatively new, I just jumped on the opportunity and I just really wanted to learn as much as I could about it.
One of the rules that we had for writing our movie was we had to use inspiration from events that happened in the school. So I thought, well, maybe I could write about something along the lines of a theater play or a musical or something like that.
When I first got the script, I really liked it. I liked each of the characters in it. I liked the plot, and I overall thought that it would be great to see how I could make this movie.
I just walked around the school. I tried to be more alert, get off my phone, see what was going around me, and I had noticed these two kids talking about wanting to jump off this platform in the gym.
I just really liked it because it's not very realistic. It's fun and comedic, and so there were a lot of things we can do with it based on our ideas and our motivations. So I was really, really happy with the script I was assigned.
I feel like the main thing with any high school student is they're stressing about their grades, and I feel like a big part of grades is your big tests and everything. So when I was writing my scripts, that was my main focus, just because I saw it everywhere. No one means to cheat or anything, but you stress and you kind of look around, and then you kind of see something, you're So I feel like that was just a big topic, and I feel like a lot of people will understand it.
I knew what script I was working on because I remembered the script because the writer was in my group, and so I pictured the script very differently. And then I got in the next day, Mr. Sturpey said, "Hey Jared, what do you think about doing found footage style?" And suddenly I had to change my entire image for the movie, but luckily it was a change for the better.
This year there's been a lot of fighting and stuff occurring at our school, so I just decided to incorporate that into the script because I think it's a big deal going on right now.
I knew that script was going to be picked because it was the most practical, and not only that, it was the most profound. I knew that the script was delicate, and I knew that the script wasn't going to live up to its potential unless I made it. So I picked that script.
I got inspiration from personal experience and just seeing things in the hallways, girls being harassed, and it just gets so frustrating that I wanted to express it and send out a message to girls that you don't need to suffer anymore.
I thought very well of the script because I believe in what it's saying about sexual harassment and how it's a problem. Some people don't understand the topic, and you have to make it in a way that everyone can view it and think about it. So it was hard to make little changes here and there for the actual filming day, but overall it was a really good script and I really appreciate it.
For past film courses I've done, a camp last summer, I had a small team, but it was mostly friends and family that weren't really into film and didn't know a lot about film. Learning how that teamwork helps really showed me a lot about film, and also it does end up a lot better if you don't do it all on your own.
Before this class, I didn't know any of the background stuff regarding film. I just knew that the actors did the stuff and then people stood there. I always thought it was the actors making the film, and now being the director, it was really the crew and I making this up happen.
A lot more goes into making a film than what people realize. They see this 2-hour presentation on screen and they don't realize how many hours of filming and editing and pre-production and post-production occur, and it's really a long process.
Because there's so much more new technology, people underestimate how a movie's actually made. They just think it's easy, that you can go 1, 2, 3. But if you want to make a movie that's actually a good quality movie, it takes a lot more work than just your shallow lights and camera.
There's a whole process that goes into it. You have to have a proper crew, you have to have something to film on, you have to first plan it out, write notes, make a script.
In our film class, we're using all Apple products to film and edit our movies, which is really innovative because not a lot of people can get expensive cameras and equipment, and we could just film it and edit it on our iPhones.
When you see classes like ours, just making films on iPads and everything, it tells people oh, I could do that at home, and I feel it's spreading the passion for film.
I can't watch a movie anymore without thinking, oh, look how much time went into that, oh, the lighting, oh. Everyone's shut up, Chloe, when I'm talking in the movie theater, but it really makes me think a lot more and appreciate movies.